Well, good evening, Tenno. I'm Lihim. I'm going to be your host through tonight's hexanon farming disruption playthrough. If you're new to the channel, just want to give you a quick run through of what I'm about, what I do here. I plan to play all the games I'm streaming to 100% completion until I get all the trophies / achievements, publish said review of that game, repeat that X amount of times until I feel I've learned enough about games and game design to make my own. Warframe just happens to be one of the games I'm playing. To the end, you will see things pop up on the lower right hand corner. Bam! These are these are quotes from industry professionals both in the fields of game design and product design that I like to apply to the game I am currently playing. With that said, let's do some housekeeping, some upkeep to steal from the Magic Gathering terminology. Let's get the Warframe volume unmuted here. Let's turn down the music a little bit in case you're wondering why I'm talking so loud. There we go. Just a little bit. Not too much. Not too much. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing some hexanon farming. I like to have my stream start here at the star chart. Very symbolic, you know? But let me see how my wisp construction is, and then we're going to get right to the disruption mode itself. But I just want to see how far along, like how much I actually need to farm. I don't think it's actually that much. Actually, let me go back this and just search in wisp. I gotta work on my intros. They're still a little bit awkward. Alright, I'm almost there for the Fullman. I actually want that weapon. Alright, I need about 150 for the Chasis and another 300 for the Fullman, and I have no idea. So, I think about, to be completely done with Hexanon, probably about good 600. I don't know if we're gonna hit that tonight, but I did, if you look in the lower upper right hand corner, I did get a resource booster for tonight through my sign-in reward. So maybe, we'll see. Alright, let's go to Loot Daddy. The Necros, the one and only. And I think it should be on the Corpus Element still, because I've been doing this a lot since the Jovian Concord has come out. And yeah, we're going to stick with that, and we are going with Naramon here. Well, unlike last time where I've been running it solo, I'm going to be doing it with a group because I found I got a lot more hexanon by doing it with a group. And let me just minimize my OBS. I just want to make sure everything I have everything in order here because I was a little bit late getting here tonight. Long story, but me and the girlfriend have been on the ketogenic diet for quite a while, and this weekend we took a break from it because it was our daughter's birthday celebration. And yeah, I am fucking all sorts of tired right now, eating all this Chinese food and cupcakes and all this stuff, so I am out of it. Either way, let's get to the actual game itself. I am on public, I'm on Naramon. Alright, let's do it. And yeah, here we go. I got my soda as part of that little break from the diet. Alright, want to make sure that the volume for Warframe is indeed on. It is. Maybe I'll turn it up to 75. Alright. Now, I usually don't play my music while I'm playing The Division, or another very atmospherically intensive game, because I like the game's atmosphere to speak for itself. But Warframe, I've been playing this game for so long, so many hours. Nothing against the music composers, but I feel that I have the liberty to play my music over Warframe's gameplay. Tsukage, hey man, good evening. How are you doing, buddy? Glad to see ya. Haven't seen you in a little bit, man. Well, I saw you the other day. I haven't seen you regularly. You were saying that your sleep schedule is all messed up, and of course you come back just in time to see me have a host migration. Gotta love bug frame, am I right? But yeah, I'm farming some hexanon so I can get that sweet wisp Warframe. I also have a passing interest in her weapons, but not as much as I have an interest in Wisp herself. Man. Tell you what, man, if Wisp made a Tinder profile, her shit would be blowing up. She is thick. The whole no feet thing's a little bit scary, but she is thick. What is going on here? Do I have to do this solo? I mean, come on. Tsukage on YouTube says, doing great. Sleep schedule's still bad, but oh well. If you're really having trouble for your with your sleeping schedule, Tsukage, I have some advice that will work, but you're probably not gonna like it. You may have tried it yourself before, but if you want to go to sleep at a normal time, let's say you want to go to sleep at, let's say, 11 p.m. Let's say, I'm not saying it has to be 11 p.m. It just has to be a time, right? Pick that time. And do not go to sleep until that time the next day. And until that time, once you actually start to get tired naturally, it's going to be hell to stay awake. But it does work. It does work. I can't tell you how many times university threw my sleeping schedule off, or the army threw my sleeping schedule off, or whatever. And that worked every time. It's just a matter of me to maintain it, you know? Which is kind of hard when you're a night owl. Tsukage on YouTube said, Wiz should definitely make a Tinder profile. Oh yeah, man. Alright, I'm just trying to get a mission started here. My god, damn. Alright, we're actually in a mission finally. Is my sounding alright, Tsukage? Is anything all fucked up, jacked up? I got a little late start on the stream. Instead of being here 15 minutes early like I normally am, I got here about like 6 minutes early. Didn't have time to do all my paranoid checks and balances. But if you say it's good, then it's good. Alright. Now it's been a while since I did this last week, but gotta get used to finding the keys in here. Just take them to the towers and we should be alright. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. I really haven't seen you in a little bit, man. Like, I know why. It's still good to see you regular. One of the first generations to return to their well, not their origins. Just trying to say I'm happy to see you, man. That's what I'm trying to say in my own corny, cringy way. Tsukage on YouTube says, everything sounds fine to me. Okay, that's good, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not your job to be my audio control or whatever, but I do appreciate it just the same. Is that Ember? Dude, get to the... Does he even have a key? Alright, I see some key, whatever they're called. Tower keys. That was some awesome parkour, by the way, that I just did. Run into the stairs like that. Excellent. Hardest part right now is just finding the fucking keys. What the hell is this? Okay. Alright, there we go. Finally. Ooh, they changed the animation for that. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I just realized the music's going to interfere with me hearing the demo list. I thought that was my tower. As long as it's not mine. Oh. Okay, messed that up. Completely messed that up. Alright, that was my fault. I was alt-tabbing away when I shouldn't have been. Alright. Yeah, I didn't realize. I completely forgot how important sound off. Alright, let me get this key. Yeah, I can't really be listening to music that loud during this. The sound plays such an important part of getting the demo list early. Forgot about that. And of course, the demo list comes when I am, what you call it? What is this? What's going on here? That's spooky. Alright, here. I hear the beep. Where is it? I said Wogamu for a second. Sukage on YouTube says, does all of Jupiter have the new tile set or just the new missions? I'm actually not sure. I would imagine since it's called the Jupiter Remaster. Oh wow, not off to a good start, man. Not off to a good start at all, man. I did miss that one maiming strike, but somewhat embarrassing. Somewhat. All right, that wasn't Mogama. That was Mo Germ. All right. Let me get my shit together here. I didn't get any. All right, let me get out of there before people start blaming everyone. All right, let me get the music at the proper level here. I actually have to go into volume mixer to turn that down even more. Alright. That's probably barely audible on your end, Tsukage, but... Alright, let's try this again. that was embarrassing. Alright. Luckily, it wasn't life or death. What the hell is that all about? What the fuck is going on here? Like, what the fuck? What the shit, man? I'm just trying to start the mission. Oh my god. That is fucking awful. There needs to be like get into the fucking mission option. Like this countdown shit is just like I mean that's the first time I've ever encountered being it that bad, but wow, that was only takes one time, I suppose. Alright. My head's in the game now. Alright, there, I got my energy regen off someone there. Alright, let's hope I do a little bit better this time. Let me start my desecrate. Did I just get a key? Is that what that was? Any keys yet? Oh, there's an amalgam. Alright, got the gray key, so let's go to the gray terminal. Hopefully, it's here. Something's getting me. Alright, there's a gray terminal. Let's go to the gray terminal. Do these not have boosts or nerfs anymore? What's going on here? I only have ×2. It sounds like it's coming from here. Tsukage, I saw you type something. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit like it. That's a little bit more like it, right? Alright, let me get to what Tsukage said here. Tsukage on YouTube says, hopefully the Jovian Concord update comes to console soon. I've been dying to play Warframe, but the endgame is pretty boring. Yeah, man. That's why I don't play Warframe as much as I did when I first started streaming. There's just it's the fact that there's just not much for me to do as a veteran player. Alright, sounds like it's coming from here. Alright, we're definitely in the game a little bit more now. Why is this not... What was going on there? There's some hexanon. My desecrate was on that whole time though. That sucks. Or at least it wasn't on for the whole time I thought it was. Alright, where are the keys at? Yeah, Tsukage, but yeah, to get back to the endgame comment, yeah, it's... What's really confusing is, like... Obviously, DE has a lot of smart people working there. Like, so the fact that they blunder the endgame so badly, and so chronically, it's like, what is really going on there? And I would have to guess it's not an accident. Not to, like, start, like, a conspiracy theory or something, but I just don't know how they're so chronically and severely missing the mark. I don't see the keys anywhere. So hopefully they have them. Okay. Alright, I hear a Demolist. Not sure where it's at though. Think up this way. Alright, we're doing alright. Guess I could get to some of these quotes though. I'm a little bit on edge, especially starting off as badly as I did. Oh, there we go. What color is this? Gonna say, man, how many maiming strikes is that guy gonna take? White conduit. Well, what do I have then? White key? White conduit? Okay, I guess that wasn't the... I'm kind of confused here. I'm going to the terminals with the key, but I won't enter them? I'm kind of confused what's going on with those keys, though. I really am. Alright. Now we got a white terminal here. That's spawned in from nowhere. Let's see if I can get this. Alright, there we go. Finally. I guess someone just got to it before me each time. Tsukage on YouTube says, if Wisp plays as well from what I've seen, I would 100% put 100 format into her just so I could have a reason to play Warframe. I don't think I'd go that far, but I get your enthusiasm. Oh, shit. Oh, so magnetic does pop those. Ooh, nice. That was barely in time there. That was barely in time. Woo! Oh! Why not Wheatley? Hello! Just for those of you that don't know, Why Not Wheatley is my favorite back-end developer in the whole entire world. How you doing, Why Not Wheatley? Glad to see you, Popeye. My absolute favorite back-end data person in the whole entire world. And I do mean that. I do seriously mean that. Holy shit, what's going on here? What's happening? What's happening? Yo, Tsukage, what in the fuck is happening? Whoa! What is happening? Oh my God. What the fuck is happening? Yo, my chat is literally blowing up. What? Oh my God. What is happening? What? I'm getting hearts. I'm getting Why Not Wheatley raid love. I'm getting Zeo224. Why Not Wheatley? Oh, I cannot keep. I'm getting 0.3. I'm getting hearts. Oh wow, somebody's putting my shit to the test. Exclamation points. Oh, I don't even know what to say right now. I don't even know what to say. You guys are nuts. You're insane. Oh my God. Oh wow. I don't. Tsukage says chill out. I'm getting hearts. I'm getting love this. Why not loaf? I'm getting ZX wireless. Hello everyone. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to, I'm sweating. I'm sweating right now. I'm sweating right now. Oh my God. You guys are nuts, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what to do though. Why not loaf? Says Rocky Lihim. Thank you. I appreciate it. If I'm missing any comments, I will eventually go back and read them. I don't ever leave a stream without reading everything that was sent my way. I am not sure to handle the overload. I appreciate it. I'm just not sure, like, what to do with it right now. It's like winning the lottery. Like, all right, I always wanted $1 million, but I finally get it. All right, what the hell do I actually do with that $1 million? You know what I mean? Like, oh man, what is fucking happening right now? Why not? Whiteley says, hey, hi, darling, or hey, darling. I say hi, darling, back. Thank you so much for the... Were you rating me or hosting me? Like, something like that? And all your viewers are watching me, right? Is that you? That's what you did? Why Not Loaf says, hey, man. Zeo224 said... Or, no, wait. Why Not Wheatley says, at Zeo224 suggests we raid you, darling. Oh, my God. Zeo224, I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it, man. I am like overwhelmed. I'm literally overwhelmed. I am not complaining. I'm not overwhelmed and complaining. I'm grateful. I'm grateful and overwhelmed. I'm a firm believer those things can go hand in hand sometimes. Oh man. Oh man. Just live all about the raid love. Oh, I can't even keep up. I can't even keep up. I can't even keep up. Well, for those of you that are watching me the first time, this is technically my main game. This is the game I enjoy playing the most. I just happen not to play it a lot anymore because there's just not much for me to do as a veteran player in this game. I've done just about everything. Well, not everything, but I've done like mostly everything, like 99% of what you could do in this game. Whew. But yeah, I appreciate the raid. Welcome everyone that's new to the stream. Let me try to read all this shit. Let me try to read all this nonsense going on here. All right, Why Not Wheatley says, all my Wheaties, thank you so much for their raid lovelies. And I got another heart emoji. Oh, man. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I hope I'm not being a bad host right now. I'm really trying to keep up here. And again, I'm appreciative. I'm just trying to figure out how to juggle this all right now. Holy shit, man. Did not expect to get raided. I'll tell you that. Did not expect to get raided or hosted or whatever's going on right now. Why Not Wheatley asked me, Why Not Wheatley on Mixer says, or asked me, how's my night going? Well, it was going pretty good. It was going pretty good. I got my regular here, Tsukage. He's been here with me since the beginning. And we were just chatting up about Warframe, and then you came by with all your viewers, and I am like, I'm doing pretty good right now. I'm doing pretty fucking fantastic at this moment, I'd have to say. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. Thank you so much. Whew. All right, let me get my bearings here. All right, wait. Why Not Loaf says, wait, are you two related? Or like, are you two on a team? Why Not Wheatley and Why Not Loaf? I just realized that. Are you two on like some kind of like streaming team or something like that? Or like friends in real life? I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence, you know? I'm trying to be all clever. Put together the pieces. Oh, I went the wrong way. No! I zigged. I literally zigged when I should have zagged. Alright, let me get to these comments here. Holy shit. Why Not Wheatley on Mixer said, we had such an awesome stream, 1 follower away from 270. Oh, nice, man. 1 follower away from, one more follower. That's where I'm at in my streaming career. I'm 1 follower away from 1 more follower. So hype. Yay. ZX Wireless says, Warframe is a good game to get into. Yes, it is, buddy. Yes, it is. And if you have any questions about it, I'd be happy to answer them for you, man. I put over 6,000 hours into this game. I don't know if I should feel happy about that or sad. But ZX Wireless, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to tell you and show you. You just have to be willing to ask, and I will fucking tell you as best as I can. Why Not Wheatley says, Why Not Loaf is my husband? Okay, well that would make sense then, huh? That would make sense, the Team Loaf. I was like, that's one hell of a coincidence that they both have the Loaf surname, I guess you would call it. But they don't know each other. I'm like, alright, they have to know each other here. And what color key do I have? And Why Not Loaf says, Why Not Wheatley is my wifey. You have a pretty awesome wife, I'd have to say, man. She's made my my foray into the whole streaming Mixer thing a lot more excitable, as you can tell. Usually when she stops by, I'm overwhelmed with positive emotions. Oh shit, my mouse went off the screen. Okay, let me get to these comments here. Why Not Loaf is now following. Thank you, Why Not Follow? Why Not Follow? Thank you, Why Not Loaf, for the follow. Welcome to the She Collective, as I like to call it. I definitely appreciate all the goodwill you're sending my way tonight. I'm trying to pay attention to chat and the game at the same time. I don't know how successful I'm being, but I am trying. It's like not knowing how to swim that well. I just got thrown into the deep end, and I'm enjoying being in the pool. I don't know if my swimming skills are up to par right now. I'm trying now. Don't take me out of the pool, Ma. I want to stay in. I wanna stay in. Why Not Wheatley says sub hype, and also says you got followers for days. Thank you, Why Not Wheatley. Then I got some sub hype, and ZX Wireless says rock. And Why Not Wheatley says at 0224 is such a darling. He is suggested to you as a raid recipient. All right, we're not all perfect, okay? Some of us have problems with words. I am one of those, and recipient. Or did I just say it right for the first time? Recipient. Recipient. Close enough. You guys know what I'm trying to say. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Oh, that's Necros' Shadow is dead. I can't kill that. All right, gotta turn on my Desecrate again. Why Not Loaf says sub hype, and Hypebot. Why Not Lately says dope, and LMAO words are hard. Yes, sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. Especially when you're not the brightest bulb in the drawer, like so a friend told me. Definitely not talking about me. I'm a confident man that gets stuff done. I'm definitely not talking about me. ZX Wireless says, you said it right. Why Not Loaf says, spam hard to say words. TLDR, Zio is amazing. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about both of you. Zio224 and Why Not Wheatley. Both of you, like, your first foray into my world has been nothing but, like, I don't know. I have nothing negative to say about either of you. Like, it's... Oh, I got the little ding. What does that mean? Something happened here. ZX Wireless has followed. Thank you so much, ZX Wireless, for the follow. Also, welcome to the She Collective. I definitely appreciate every viewer and comment and anything I get. It's quite an honor. It's quite a pleasure. So again, thank you. And especially if you're interested in getting into Warframe, I'd be more than happy to, like I said, answer any questions you may have. If you play on PC, I'd be happy to like get you started, because I play on PC as well. But even if you play on a different platform like PlayStation 4 or Xbox, I have more than enough information that could get you set down the right path. All right. All right, there we go. And where is the blue? I think it's right down there. All right. Let's get this going here. ZX Wireless says, why not Wheatley raid love? And Why Not Wheatley says, yeah. Why Not Wheatley says, thanks everyone for sticking around for the raid lovelies. And also says, at Lihim you at 11 viewers darling. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's probably the most viewers I've had in my life. Or maybe that was when you first rated me, when I was playing the Division, when we first crossed paths. That actually might have been the most. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at my statistics, my numbers, my data. I'm not sure. Why Not Wolf sounds like an awesome time. Yeah, whew. Oh my god. So this is just the beginning. I'm a nobody streamer, right? I'm like absolutely nobody. And I get like 11 viewers, and I'm like, it's hard for me to even play the game because I'm so excited, and I'm like, I'm sweating right now. Like, I'm literally sweating. It might be too much information, but I'm like, I'm so excited right now. I don't. And if this actually takes off, and I have like lots of people watch me, I don't even know what the fuck I do with myself. I really don't even know what I do. But anyway, I appreciate everyone in here. Let me try to get to you guys more on a one-on-one basis here. Oh. Oh my god. All right, what do I do? Okay. So, does anyone mind telling me what part of the world they are from? Like, for example, I am from Pennsylvania, United States. If you look behind me, there's a map of Pennsylvania on my wall. I don't know if you can see it. The lighting may be pretty shitty. No one has to actually share that information with me. They can get as specific or as broad as they want. They can make up a location. Even if you're not around, when I get around to it, I like to write down where people are from, so it helps me remember them better if they stop by again. Because my memory fucking sucks. Let's just be honest, my memory sucks. And I want people to feel like appreciated when they come here and remembered. But that doesn't work well when you have a pretty shitty memory. So I took down to started writing down information about people. So at least I could look at that when they stop by, if they stop by again. All right. Zio224 says, I'm going to have to hop off. Best of luck, everyone. Zio224, thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you for helping Why Not Wheatley in her efforts and suggesting I get rated again. Even though I don't even know what to do with myself right now. I still appreciate it. ZX Wireless says, even with 0 viewers, you're a somebody. Well, in the terms of like the streaming world, you know what I mean. But I hear you, man. I hear you. My worth isn't determined by viewers, but I'm just saying, relatively speaking. G Fuel's not gonna reach out to me for a brand deal. I'll tell you that. Hey, you have 2 viewers on a regular basis? Well, no, it's not gonna happen. That's what I mean. Why not? Will you says Zio2? Well, she's talking to him. I guess I don't have to repeat that. And then smiley face. Why not? Loaf says, I love Pennsylvania. Are you from Pennsylvania? I think Why Not Waitley said she might live somewhere on the East Coast. I don't. If she told me exactly where she lives, like what state, I forgot where it was. But I think you guys might live on the East Coast. I'm not sure. I know why I like Pennsylvania. I think Pennsylvania is awesome. Trent Reznor's from fucking Pennsylvania. A lot of cool people are from Pennsylvania. A lot of cool stuff happened in Pennsylvania. And of course, I'm biased. But I think my state rocks, though. I really do. Why Not Loaf says, my family is from there. So, are you originally from Pennsylvania? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say to me, man? Are you a Pennsylvanian too, or you just have like some like cousins and shit that live here? Why Not Loaf says Night Zio, and Rock ZX Wireless says I live in England. All right, man. I like your name too. Does that actually mean anything, or is that just like something you came up with? ZX Wireless. It makes me think of oh shit, no! Alright. We let one die. I think I'm doing worse in a group. I'm not sure. I am a little distracted right now. Not blaming you guys, blaming myself. Oh. But I gotta get it together if this is what I want to do. I gotta get used to this shit, man. I gotta get used to it. Alright, yeah. When I'm done with this mission, I'm going to write down where everyone's from if they share that information. Why Not Loaf? I did not mean to do my Shadows of the Dead here. Alright, I'm getting out of here. There's individual extraction. I'm too distracted right now. I need to get I need to address the people that actually have 32 hexanon. Holy shit, man. That resource booster is no joke. Yeah, I want to not just like I actually want to address everyone that's coming here instead of just blindly playing the game, and it's not like I'm doing that great anyway, so. Alright, let me summon my Shadows of the Dead for a little bit of protection. Alright, is that mine? Yeah, that's mine. Oh. Alright, so as soon as I'm out of this mission in about 30 seconds, I'm going to, anyone that wants to talk about Warframe or anything under the sun, I'll be more available to do that. I just don't want to die. I just don't want to die right now. Hope you all understand. I just don't want to die right at this moment. But anyone that's in here that wants to share some information, I just want to write that down so I remember it like I mentioned before. And to do that, to the best of my ability, I just have to get out of the game. Why Not Loaf says don't die. Oh, oh my god. Sweat time. Sweat City. Oh, I got a lot of hexanon. Oh. That's definitely enough for Wisp, Tsukage. I don't know if you're still around. I will survive. Is it? That's a song, isn't it? Alright. All this, dude. It's not like so much on my head right now, but like my armpits. Maybe that's too much information, but hey, man. Hey, man, you come to this stream, one thing you're going to get from me is honesty. I mean, I won't go into, like, explicit detail, like, when I was on the toilet the other day, you know what was happening. But right now, sitting here, in my little environment, I'll be honest with you about just about anything. As long as it doesn't get me fucking swatted. All right. So to those that may be watching that are not familiar with Warframe, it's a free-to-play game, but I want to explain its free-to-playness right now. And then I'm going to go back and read up all the comments and ask some questions of the people that are here so I can take that in and remember details about them and tell them what my stream is about. Anyway, for those of you that don't play Warframe, it's a free-to-play game. And of course, free-to-play does have a certain stigma, right? That means like, oh, it's free to start, but then they start to fleece you. They start to nickel and dime you, okay? Now, I want to explain something here. This is how this free-to-play economy works. All right, so all free-to-play economies, they ask you a fundamental question. What is more important, your time or your money, right? So Warframe is no different, but unlike mobile free-to-play games that like psychologically try to get you addicted to the game, etc., etc., here is economy right now, right in front of you, right? So this Warframe, right, instead of classes like in traditional games, like you have a class like the sniper or whatever, you know, any game that has classes, whether it be Diablo or EverQuest or whatever, right? Instead of classes, Warframe has Warframes. And Warframes come with a set of abilities that makes them unique from other Warframes. This Warframe just came out last week in an update. Its parts, as you can see here, it has a Wisp chassis, Wisp neuroptics, which is like the sci-fi term for like helmet, right? And then there's the blueprint. I got all these parts within the span of a few hours well, not a few hours, about an hour of farming the boss that drops these parts. I got all the parts for it, right? And then once I had all the part blueprints for it, then I just needed to make sure I had the resources to build those parts. I started building this helmet a couple days ago. It takes about 12 hours, so now I'm going to claim it. Now I have it. And you'll see this when I claim the helmet. It will say 1 out of 1 instead of 0 out of 1. Watch. See, 1 out of 1. Now I'm going to do the same thing for Wisp systems. This will go from 0 to 1 to 1 out of 1. Right? Now I need to build the chassis. And I'm missing one component, an argon crystal, and I know where to farm that. But once I'm done, once I get that one little piece, then I'll have everything I need to get closer to completion. And then once I build the Warframe, it's mine. I got it. I didn't have to pay for it. It took all together like a few hours of my time farming and all that stuff. That's it. And that's how everything in this game works. And if you're like, you know, and I'm a father of two. Unfortunately, I'm not gainfully employed anywhere. But if you're busy, if you have kids and a family to tend to, and you don't have the time, can you fork over some money to save yourself some time? And then you just get what you're looking for. So let's go to the market. How much would this cost if I just wanted to buy this outright? Well, let's go. I'll take you to the market and show you. Because before we get into the mechanics and anything like that, I'm sure this is like a pertinent question a lot of people may have. Like, well, how is Warframe? How fair is the economy? All right. So, if I wanted to buy this outright, it would cost 325 platinum. I just get it. It's mine. And as you can see up here, I only have 9 platinum. Now you may like ask, well, how much is platinum? How much could I actually buy platinum for? That's a good question. I think I could actually show you right now. Now, if you were to buy platinum right from the market, I don't think it's that good of a deal. But the thing is, at least on PC, they have platinum discounts. I'm not sure if it will show this. Frugal credit bundle. These aren't good examples. Actually, so I don't know if I think I would actually have to go to their website to buy platinum. I'm not 100% sure. But the bottom line is, if you don't want to spend any money on this game, if you don't want to spend any money, you do not have to. There's only literally a handful of things you cannot get in this game for free, and 99% of those handful of things are cosmetics. The things that you can't get for free they're part of like founders packages, people that were with this game from the very beginning. And they have exclusive items that were rewarded to them for basically saving the company from going bankrupt. So those things aren't available to everyone else. Outside that, you can farm everything. And of course, like anything that you can farm, it has some RNG attached to it. So I got lucky and I was able to farm all those Wisp parts relatively quickly. But sometimes people get like unlucky. It may take them a long time. I know what are the numbers for that. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's always been very fair for me. And like I said, I spent about over 6,000 hours in this game. I'm playing about 3 years. So, I mean, I may be a little biased, but this game is obviously doing something right? I mean, I've been gaming for almost my entire life, for 30 years, and this game is by far the one I spent the most time in. Why not Loaf from Mixer says, you might ask how much is platinum, and I would tell you that's not a good question. It's mostly because I don't have the information available to me, and I couldn't find it in the market. And honestly, if you buy platinum right from the company themselves, like the amount of platinum you get on a non-discounted price, it's kind of bullshit. I'll be honest with you. But let's say I know for a fact if you get the 75% off login reward, because when you log into this game, you get random rewards, and one of those rewards is a discount on platinum purchases. And one of the possible login reward discounts is 75% off your next platinum purchase. And I know for a fact, so maybe someone could do the math here. If you have the 75% off login reward, you can buy 4,000 platinum for $50, right? And that's a 75% off. So if someone's really good at math, then they can figure out how much the platinum is without the discount, right? And if you get 4,000 platinum, and you spend $50 on this game to do that through the discount reward, and you know exactly what to buy, you can bypass like 95% of the grinding and farming in this game. You can get the frames you want, you can get the weapons you want, you can just get that shit for $50. But if you're like, hey, I'm a free to play player and I don't want to spend any money, then you could farm your ass off and get that stuff. ZX Wireless, so a 45-pound discount, something like that, yeah. So I think 4,000 platinum. I think it's like $100. And to me, that's like, But the thing is, that's how they make money, right? And the true value of any product or service is how much people are willing to pay for it. I'm not gonna pay $100 for 4,000 platinum, but $50? Okay, that seems fair. That seems fair. And if you know about the login reward, if you know to wait for it, then you just wait for it. And they also have 50% off and they have 25% off, but really what you want to wait for is a 50% off or a 75% off, and until then you just farm your ass off. So again, I want to take ourselves back to the Wisp part right here, right? Alright, so I need to get this Argon crystals to start building this chasis. I don't have this, right? So I'm going to go farm it right effing now. Alright, can I actually build that Wisp systems? I'm sorry, I keep going back here. Or did I already build it? Alright, I got an extra system, that's why. Alright, so we're going to farm an Argon crystal. It shouldn't take me too long, especially with this Warframe I have right now. This Warframe is good at getting resources. It's like even though it's like a death-framed Warframe, it has an ability that basically allows, it causes every corpse to its loot table to be rerolled, so you tend to get a lot more loot with this Warframe. ZX Wireless on Mixer says, it's basically the more time you put in to get what you want, the more rewarding you feel. Essentially. Now, here's I want to try to explain this game, its general user experience, because I'm all about user experience. I went to school for user experience. You probably can see in the lower right-hand corner, I have design quotes coming up from credible sources and industry professionals. I don't always get to talk about them because either I'm engaged with the audience or playing the game, which is a good problem to have in my opinion. But this game has a very terrible new user experience. It doesn't have much of an end game experience for veteran players like myself. But the middle part of this game is fucking ridiculously good. It's just the beginning sucks, the end sucks, but once you're like in the middle of the game, it's like there is so much shit to do. There is so much. So I would say maybe even too much. But once you get past that, once you get into like what you would consider like, well, where's the end game at? Sadly, that's one of this game's weaknesses. Is its end game is it's very atrophied, it's very flimsy, There's not too much to do as far as endgame goes. I mean, there are things to do. Don't get me wrong, it technically has an endgame, but they're lackluster. Another game I play a lot since I started streaming is The Division. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but that has a very, very strong endgame. Another game I play called Magic the Gathering. I wouldn't say that has an endgame per se, but it's just consistently a very challenging game. Alright, so remember, we're just here to get one Argon Crystal, and then that's all we need. That's all we need. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss ZX Wireless's comment there. Should be getting it soon though, because I'm killing a lot of dudes, and then like I said, I have my ability on that rerolls their loot table upon death. It's actually called Desecrate. Desecrate. Oh, that's Vor. The guy you heard talking, he's like kind of a meme within the Warframe community. He's like supposed to be like this mini stage boss. He's frightening when you first start the game, like, because you can't deal with him, but at the point I'm at, it doesn't matter. He's just a joke. What the hell is going on with this guy? What? What? Why can't I kill this guy? They're weird. Oh, you know what? He's probably a scan target. Yeah, he's a synthesis target. That's why. ZX Wireless movement is flawless, to be honest. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the selling point of this game, is its movement system, for me at least. I mean, its visual presentation is pretty awesome, right? Its lore framework is also very interesting. But if this game like controlled like Destiny, like, I would not be interested. This game's movement system is its selling point to me. Tried a wall attack, didn't work. Alright, there's the boss, the mini boss. I just sliced him in half. That guy just got introduced to the space program. Yeah, but this game's movement system is its selling point for me. I had friends that were really into Destiny, and they knew I played Warframe. And they played Warframe, and I think it was a ploy to get me to play Destiny with them. They're like, you know, I think their plan was like, well, hey, if we play Warframe with Lihim, then he'll play Destiny with us. So when that time came, I was like, well, can you explain Destiny's movement system to him? You know I love Warframe. What can you do in that game? They're like, well, if you're to one class, you could double jump. And I'm like, okay, what else? I was like, yeah, what else? Exactly, what else? Well, they're like, well, you might be able to dash in the air, like a very short distance. I'm like, okay, and? Well, that's about it. And I think one guy could, like, float. I'm like, well, you know what? Do you know what? That does not sound very interesting to me. That does not sound interesting to me. So you're basically telling me to play a less capable version of Warframe as far as the movement goes. And I just was not interested based on that. Why Not Wolf says Destiny is okay. Now, I'm not trying to really speak badly of Destiny. Obviously, if it was a bad game, it wouldn't have done as well as it has. So I don't want to come across like I'm a Warframe snob and I hate Destiny and we should all shit on it. I'm just saying, for example, my favorite game in a lot of ways is still the original Prototype. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that game or played it. It came out back in 2008 and has to this day the best parkour system I've ever experienced in a game. And that, even though the combat in that game was okay, I used to spend hours in that game just moving around. For those that don't know, it kind of like is a superhero fantasy game set in Manhattan. And you used to be able to run up the side of buildings and jump 50 feet in the air and do all this crazy shit. I might play it on stream once I get caught up on some other games, but I loved that game. Loved it. and it really showed me what video games were capable of as far as movement goes. So Warframe comes along, and it kind of reminded me of Prototype, so it was kind of a match made in heaven for me. So movement is a big deal for me, because I grew up playing Nintendo and Sega, and I can't tell you how pissed off I got growing up that I'd have to play all these platforming games, right? And my character would die because I couldn't like grab onto a ledge and stuff. Like it infuriated me. Or I had to go find some magical key because my guy of legend couldn't like climb over a chest-high wall. I got so infuriated over it growing up. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. So when I have a game like Warframe, like, hey, if I want to jump up right there like this, I'm up there. And you grabbing onto a ledge, dude, I could like stick onto the wall, do a slide attack, wall attack, like, you know what I mean? Like, so movement is a big deal to me. It's a real big deal. Alright, do I have those freaking argon crystals yet? Oh my god. Alright, ZX Wireless. Well, hold on, let me read them in order. Why Not Loaf on Mixer says, this is visually stimulating. Yeah, I would say so. There are like some issues with this game, a lot of issues, if we're going to be really nitpicky. I mean, there aren't too many games, or complex games, I should say, that don't have a lot of issues with them, right? But one thing this game does not have an issue with is its visual presentation and fidelity. Like, this game looks fucking fantastic. It looks fantastic. And this game runs on most toasters. I think when I made a decision to get into the streaming, I bought a pretty beefy PC. So I'm able to run this on its near its highest settings. I don't think I have them on the absolute highest because I didn't want all that visual clutter. But it could get even crazier than this. It could get even crazier. I just choose not to. Anyways, just a quick question. What game are you guys into? Like, what are some of your favorite games? For example, I stream Warframe, obviously, The Division 1, and Magic the Gathering Arena, right? So I guess we could keep it in that format. Like, what are your top 3 most favorite games that you're currently playing of all time? But just no matter what you pick from, what time period in your life you pick from, just keep the max result at 3. Give me 3 games you're really fond of, either currently and or from the past, so I could get a feel of where you guys are coming from, what your values are, things like that. And I'm just trying to make conversation, to be honest with you. It's like we're all on one big giant date. All right. ZX Wireless says Destiny 1 was good. Destiny 2 has gone downhill. That's what I heard. That's what I heard, man. What do you think about that whole split from Activision? You think it's going to result in a better Destiny? It seems they were pretty happy to get that going on. ZX Wireless Mixer says Assassin's Creed Black Flag Origins and Skyrim. So, I'll tell you why I didn't get into Assassin's Creed. You might think it's pretty stupid, but I'm going to tell you. So it looked interesting, and this was a long time ago. It looked interesting. I was watching my friend play Assassin's Creed 1, because I was like, oh, I've heard a lot about this stuff, and plus I was a whole... I guess I won't even mention that. Anyway. So I was like, alright, let me watch my friend play Assassin's Creed to see if I could get into it. And he's climbing all over these buildings and doing all the scaling. I was like, wow, this looks fucking awesome, man. This looks awesome. And then he fell in the water and he drowned. And I was like, what? So this guy, this assassin of legends that could climb all these buildings and do all this crazy shit, he falls in the water and he drowns? I could not get into it. I could not get into it after that. I'm waiting for him to do a remaster where he doesn't drown in the water like a complete bitch, but I don't think they're ever going to make it. But if they do... Now, I know in subsequent versions of Assassin's Creed, the main character can swim, but I was never able to get past that. I was never able to get past that. I still don't have that argon crystal. Are you joking me? Yeah, I heard it doesn't happen, but I was just never able to And that's actually kind of why I never got into Skyrim. So I'm like, or to another extent Fallout, because I'm like, all right, so you're like a surviving member of the Vault, or you're the Dragonborn, so you're capable of all this stuff, right? But you're not able to climb over simple things. And you have to do quest lines revolving around the fact that you cannot climb over simple stuff, and you have to go for some like magical access key or something like that, or power to unlock stuff, when your character should either just be able to climb over what they're supposed to be trying to get past, or use their power to be able to blow it down. You know, I know I'm nitpicking. I know that, hey, I am that guy. I am that guy. I'm sure you all have friends like that, where you're like, it's just a movie. It's just a game. Why do you care so much? Well, I care. I find it more entertaining when stuff makes sense. It doesn't take me out of the experience. And as far as not everything making sense, I'm willing to suspend my disbelief as long as it's cool, right? And having this super powerful character that can't climb over a chest-high wall, not cool. That's not cool to me, you know? Now, obviously, that's not a big deal to everyone, right? That should explain like why Warframe's like currently favorite game, because the movement system in this game is just outstanding. I want to check to see if I got my Argon Crystal yet. Oh, they started my combo counter again. Oh, bitch. Oh, you know, I just got so caught up into getting this Argon Crystal. I didn't even take the time like I said I was going to do and get the respond to everyone in chat from all the flood of comments I got. ZX Wireless on Mixer says, drowning doesn't happen anymore. And ZX Wireless also says, get a horse, climb anything on Skyrim. Well, I guess my argument would be like, why do you need a horse to climb anything? If you're the Dragonborn, shouldn't you just be able to do that to begin with? And from what I saw, to change the subject a little bit, I haven't really played it yet, but I was watching my friend and his daughter play it. I think you could do that in Breath of the Wild. And down the line, I actually want to play the game just because of that. It looked like the Link could climb on fucking anything. And there we go. We got the Argon Crystal. So there we go. There we go. So this is the last part I needed to build the frame I farmed for free. How long did that take me? About 10 minutes? I was using a loot frame that specifically makes getting the resources a bit easier. So without a loot frame, that might have taken like 20.
Excellent work, Tenno.
And you guys don't need to know what all this stuff is. ZX Wireless on Mixer says, YH, but it was broken. I'm not sure what that means, YH. Whew. Alright. I am not going to start the next mission. I am going to get to... This is what I'm talking about. Remember what I was saying about login rewards? This is what this screen looks like. So sometimes when you log in, where it says Orc and Sell, it will say like, Plat discount. And if you get that, and you buy 4,000 Plat for 50 bucks, you're pretty much set in this game. As long as you have an idea of what you're doing and what to get, you can spend your Plat on exactly what you want to get and bypass such a huge chunk of grinding in this game. And that's exactly what I did. And I was lucky that I got like 2 75% discounts like within like a month of each other. So I got like 8,000 Plat that I had saved up, and I got everything I needed for this game just about. But that was years ago. Obviously, it's been a bit of rough times because I have what? 9 Plat? I went from 8,000 to 9, but I bought just about everything I wanted. Everything. Alright. So I got the last piece. Or the last resource. Let me go back to Wisp. And yeah. So I start building Wisp chases. So that will get done in about 12 hours. And then I'll have the last piece. I need to actually start building Wisp. And then once I actually start building a Warframe, that takes 3 days to build. But if I don't want to wait, either I could buy her from the market outright with platinum, or I could rush the building with platinum, like probably about like 50 plat or something. I just wait. I always choose to wait. ZX Wireless on Mixer said, I mean, there's a bunch of mods you can get now that'll make Skyrim so much better. YH means yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know the modding community for Skyrim and Fallout is pretty strong. That kind of reminds me. I don't know if you guys saw that Internet Historian Fallout: The Fall of '76. That shit was funny as well. 16 times the detail. That's all I think about when I hear about that game now. Alright, so this is going to be pretty intense because I'm going to go back into chat and I'm going to try to address everything I saw come up my way here. So let me switch to the chat screen while I'm doing this here. Alright, this is going to be nuts because when you guys first came in here, I got like a million messages. I think you guys might have scared Tsukage off. He was like, chill out. Alright. Alright, so Tsukage was talking about putting format into the Warframe, and then the madness happened. I got Why Not Wheatley would raid love a bunch of times. And I was freaking out and sweating. And I see Why Not Loaf. Hey, Why Not Loaf, did Why Not Wheatley tell you that her name makes me think of strawberry wheat beer and Will Wheaton? Like, I'm always thinking about that when she comes around. Like, I can't stop thinking about that. Alright, Zo224, he was around, but he had to go, unfortunately. He probably went to Betty Bye. Like I said, I make a point that I read everything that comes my way. So I got a bunch of Wheatley raid love. Alright, that continues on for a while. Then Zo224 sent me a heart. A bunch more hearts. Why Not Wheatley sent me a heart. Why Not Wheatley? More raid love. Exclamation points from Why Not Loaf. ZX Wireless, also Wheatley raid love. What does that mean? What does raid love mean? Is that supposed to be like a symbol? Is that what that means? ZX Wireless sent me red hearts. ZL224 sent me a big pink Valentine heart, like the other ones that have been going on. Tsukage, there he is. He says, chill out. ZL224 sent me a bunch of, like, I think are, like, hearts, like the less than sign and the number 3. Why Not Loaf says, love this. ZX Wireless sent me 2 emojis. And Why Not Lee says, Hugbot. Why Not Loaf says, Rocky Lihim. I do remembering that. ZO224 Hugbot. I'm getting more raid love and then more hearts. Why Not Wheatley says, hey dude. After she came in and blew up my stream, she says, hey dude. Why Not Love, your wife is definitely my favorite. She told me that she works in database stuff, and I went to school for like more the front end stuff. She's definitely like my favorite database person in the whole world. Mostly because I don't like follow database people, but since I don't know any database people, and she is a database person, she literally is my most favorite database person in the entire world. So, Why Not We said, Zo224 suggested we raid you, darling. Why Not Love? Hey, man. ZX Wireless, hell YH, oh hell yeah, okay. LMAOOOO. Then I got a bunch of emojis from ZX Wireless. Why Not Wheatley says, give up. No, Why Not Wheatley? I'm not giving up. Just give up on reading the raid chat. I am not. Even if I couldn't handle at the time, Why Not Wheatley? I will never give up. Just live. We are raiding you. That is nuts. Why Not Wheatley says pizza and good game. And I got some more raid love. Why Not Love says, dang, awesome gameplay. I'm glad you feel that way. I didn't start off the stream too well, Why Not Love. My mission ended in abject failure. I got some more hearts. I got some more raid love. Why Not Lee says, all my Wheaties, thank you so much for the raid lovelies. Why Not Lee? I think this is where I came in. We had such an awesome stream. One follower, or yeah, I think this is where I actually started reading all the chats. Why Not Loaf and ZX Wireless, they came in. I got some more sub height. You got followers for days. Oh. All right, yeah, I think. Oh wait, hold on. Tsunami is a hard word. Tsunami. But then I had a trouble saying recipient. So. Whew. Wow. Okay. I don't think I got there. Oh, this is where hold on a second. So let me write this stuff down. All right, so ZX Wireless. Let me write you down on my little my little file my little file here. I gotta write your name down exactly. ZX Wireless. He lives in England. You came across me when I was playing Warframe, and ZX Wireless. Now for anyone listening, because I'm gonna ask everyone that I see name popped up in chat. Everyone's about a lot of things in life, right? Like everyone is about a lot of things. However, I would say I am most about. I can be summed up that I am about game design. I like talking about games. I like talking about game design. I went to school, university for interactive digital media design. So I'm about game design. You could sum me up in that phrase. So my question to you, ZX Wireless, what are you about? Like, what do you want to do for a career? What are some of your hobbies? What are you passionate about, etc. And while I'm on that, let me get Why Not Loaf. All right. He said he's in Virginia. He ran across me when I was playing Warframe. And same question to you. Oh, Why Not Loaf? Like, what are you about? Like, what's your yeah, like what are you about? Like, what are things you're passionate about? In as few words as possible. ZX Wireless says ZX was a clan I was a part of, and wireless was based off being wireless to Wi-Fi. Okay, I guess I completely missed that. All right, and Loaf was making fun of my platinum comment, but yeah, I definitely deserve that. All right, let me get back to the bottom of the chat here. All right, ZX Wireless says, I'm gonna have to get going. It's 10 past 1 in the morning. Just means we here to support you, but completely cover you. Chat, haha. Okay, I appreciate it. Game design as well, but I love my cars. I am a mechanic after all. Okay, so ZX Wireless, I'm gonna put design mechanic. All right. So if you stop by, I'll check my file because I want to remember everyone who stops by. That's the kind of atmosphere I'm gonna cultivate. But my memory is shit. It's shit. So instead of hoping and praying that my memory will just somehow get better, I'm trying to take actions to work around that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I have you down as game design and mechanic. And I don't know what Why Not Loaf is about. I would like to think maybe him and his wife are both database people, but who knows? Maybe like a vigilante crime fighter. We don't know yet. Oh man. But ZX Wireless, since you showed somewhat of an interest in the game, this is my arsenal screen. This is where I like load up for whatever mission is at hand. And this is a collection of all the Warframes I have. So each of these like do something different. They have their pros and cons. Some of them are just, you know, flat out overpowered. But it really depends on your style of play as a gamer, what you want to do. And then you combine that with a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, a melee weapon. And this, this is like an end game system that has to do with some lore related stuff. I don't want to get into it too much in case you do end up playing it. This is like what this has to do with is probably like the strongest narrative point in the entire game, and I would hate to ruin that for you. All right, so with that said, now that I'm done, I could actually go back farming. My stream is titled Disruptions, so I kind of have to stick to that. You know what I mean? So I guess we're going to go back into it, especially since I have the resource booster, and we are going to farm some more hexanon. Got the argon crystal we need. And this is what we recall, or we refer to as the star chart. It has all 9 planets, and then some of the moons, and some other celestial bodies. Excuse me, this soda has me like really burpy. And yeah, I guess we're going to go right back to here. And let me close this, and let me go back to the play screen, now that we're all caught up here. Alright, and now that I'm actually, it's out of chaos mode a little bit, I could actually start reading these game design quotes. I don't know how many people are still watching, but it's worth reiterating. So my whole goal on this whole like streaming / YouTube thing is I want to play a game to 100% completion, getting all its achievements, all its trophies. Once I'm done doing that with a given game, publish a review of that game. Rinse and repeat that X amount of times, where X is I feel I've learned a lot. Like a lot. During that process, I want to make my own game. Bunch of question marks, and then profit, right? So that's my goal. To facilitate that, I like to talk about game design, but I realize, like, watching some other YouTubers that I'm a big fan of, like Joseph Anderson, Skill Up, Racevec, a bunch of others. It's cool that they provide this content, and I like their content, and they know what they're talking about in most cases. But you can't really use them as a source. And let's say me and ZX Wireless got into a discussion, some deep, thought-provoking discussion about game design and mechanics and stuff like that, right? Well, ZX Wireless couldn't really go to his friends or someone else and be like, well, Lihim on Mixer said, because people be like, well, who the fuck's that? Oh, some nobody streamer on Mixer. He said that game design for this game is blah, blah, blah. And people will be like, well, who the hell cares what he says? He's nobody. In which case, they would be right. I'm not really a credible source, regardless of what I say. However, if ZX Wireless was to say, well, I was talking to a streamer, and we were both talking about Jesse Shell's game design lens of skill, well, now that's a little bit more credible. So that's kind of why I have these pop up. Also, I found that after gaming for 30 years, where my habit is to shut up, like when I'm gaming by myself, I don't talk, I don't interact with people, I'm not asking people about their day, I'm not doing any of that. I turn on the game, I shut up, and I play it, and that's it. That's it. However, that doesn't really mix well with streaming, does it? Right? Like, if I was here on the camera and I didn't interact with anyone because I just was focused on the game, kind of defeats the purpose of streaming. And I'd be sitting there going, oh, I don't know why I'm not growing. I don't understand. So, I realized that maybe if I got myself talking about game design, which I do like to talk about, maybe it could help me not be just a statue sitting here playing a game. So, the order goes, viewers take the most priority, then it's the game, and then if none of that is really grabbing my attention for whatever reason, maybe I'm waiting for a response, maybe no one's watching me, which happens a lot, then I talk about these game design principles. And since I've been doing this for a while now, I'd say at least a month, I'm starting to internalize some of these game design principles, and that's what I want to do. I want to know this stuff by heart. And I only know some of them by heart. So anyway, that's my little spiel. That's my little purpose here. So let's get back to the mission here. Alright, so with that said, this is Lens 27, the Lens of Skill. And this is from Jesse Shell's book, Art of Game Design, a book of lenses. And keep in mind that this game design book is meant to be used by developers as they are making their game, with the goal being that if they answer these questions with solutions in-game, it makes their game that much better. Obviously, I did not make Warframe, but I could try to apply these principles as a fan to the game, and hopefully that provides some insight. At least it fills the dead air. That's the minimum it does. But if it ends up providing some awesome discussion, that is of course very welcome too. Alright, so the first question is, in the Lens of Skill, what is the first question? What skills does the game require? Well, alright, I don't want to give like the dead obvious answer, like it requires like basic dexterity. I would say this game, well, first of all, there's two aspects to this game. There's the PvE portion, and there's a PvP version of this game, or aspect of this game, I should say. And I would say, for the most part, the PvE portion of this game is a knowledge-based skill. If you know what build performs very well for a given objective or goal, you're pretty much good to go. Like, you can play like you're fighting for your life, but you really don't have to. Because, honestly, there's so many things in this game that are just so flat-out overpowered. So overpowered. Especially for given mission types, etc., etc. However, the PvP side of this game is extremely skill-based. Like, the skill ceiling is so high, so incredibly high in the PvP side of this game that you can't even see the ceiling. Oh, I hear the Demolist. Oh wow, we killed that thing just in time. Holy shit. Cyan key, okay. Wow. We lost that. We almost lost that mission by like.
As a man with everything to lose, I make a point of employing the opposite. Release the devil.
Alright, I'm trying to think. What was I just talking about? The lens of skill? Alright, I guess I killed it. So yeah, the PvE side, it's more of a knowledge-based skill set that the game is asking you of on the PvE side, but the PvP side, it's not an all or nothing thing, but it is extremely high skill ceiling. And a lot of PvE players do have a problem with that. Now, that's a very big, complicated answer as to why that is, but just to keep it on topic, keep it directed at the question here, is PvE. It asks a lot of the player to be knowledgeable about its mods, the Warframe abilities, how to build your Warframe, basically. Excuse me, how to make your loadout, where the PvP side is like, yo, you better know how to use parkour and aim really well. And you better know something about tactical positioning, because you will get murdered. Alright, next question. Skill categories that are missing. Are there skill categories that are missing? And if so, which ones? Now, I had to use shorthand for some of these quotes to fit into the space that you see on the stream. Trying to think. Whew. Almost lost it there too. Alright, I need to get this combo meter count built up here. That's kind of hard with I would say I can't say for sure there are skill categories missing in this game, but I think it would benefit the game a lot if both sides of the game, as far as like the knowledge-based skill set and the skill ceiling, if they were to bleed into each other a little bit more. Like the PvE side, it could definitely use some more actual challenge-based things. Like instead of just like, hey, I have this ultra powerful build. I'm gonna play this game like I'm a bad Call of Duty player and face tank everything. I mean, you could do that and it works. But I think that would be benefit if there was like more of a skill ceiling or skill aspect on the PvE side. And on the same token, I think that like the equipment and mod side of the PvP portion, I think it's a little too it's hard to say with PvP, because you really got to take like balancing into account when you have players versus players, because you know people will be crying and shit. But it's rough. But I can confidently say that at least on the PvE side, I would say the skills that are missing is the requirement for really skillful dexterity-based like gameplay. So like I said, you could make a build that just face tanks everything. You don't really need to like try to dodge or even try to not die. Your build just does it for you. Where's this guy? Where's this guy going? But that's what I would think. That's what I think would be missing. Let me get on to the next question though. All right. Next question: are these skills creating the desired experience? I mean, I don't really know. I mean, if we go by Warframe success as a metric, right, to try to judge that, I mean, I guess so. This game's been around for quite a while. So, I mean, if it wasn't creating the desired experience, but then again, you could say that Digital Extremes had an intended experience, and Warframe does not fit that intended experience, but it's still successful, which I'm sure happens more than people are aware of. Maybe not with just Warframe, but just in general, you know? So I don't know. Okay. All right, I'm getting slashes at like 50k. That's cool. All right, we got a new lens too. I didn't even get to all the questions. That's generally a good sign. It means I'm just like too busy with either the viewers or the game, or talking about the game to get to the lens. Like I said, they're there mostly for backup. But we have Jesse Shell's lens number 17, the lens of pleasure. First question in that lens. Let me take care of this first. Oh, dead. Dead. He's been taken care of. Alright, energy drain? That's fine. Okay, first question is, what pleasures does this game offer? Are they improvable? Yeah, alright. So first of all, I'm not gonna list every pleasure this game offers, because I don't think I could do a good job at it, unless I was like sitting down for a few hours and talking about specifically this thing. But off the top of my head, the movement system, the parkour system, definitely a pleasurable experience for me, man. Right? The customization options in this game that us Warframe players kind of refer to as fashion frame, right? That is actually pretty pleasurable. The moment-to-moment combat, like what I'm doing now, like just jumping from enemy to enemy, slashing with my sword, or I could choose to blast them with my guns. That is really cool. And those are the things that stand out to me: the customization, the movement, the mobility, and the core combat loop. Those are all very enjoyable to me. And I actually do enjoy the lore itself. Like, the lore framework of this game is actually pretty awesome. I won't say it's executed that well on a regular basis, but it does have its moments. All right, where are the keys here? All right, so what else? What else here? Just want to make sure I didn't miss any chats here. All right, so I would say yeah. Now, are they improvable? Yeah, I mean, they all are improvable because no game design is perfect. I would say, I don't know if Digital Extremes, I don't know if they realize that the parkour and movement of this game is such a defining characteristics of the game. I know they are proud of it, that they like it, but I don't know if they realize how important it is to this game's identity. Or maybe I'm just projecting. Maybe it's not as important as I think. But they could definitely do more with the parkour. It's fantastic. I love it. But can they do more? Hell yeah. Any game that is not fucking Prototype can do more with their parkour. And even Prototype's parkour and movement could have been improved, right? Its combat could definitely be improved. Now they're trying to do that with, as far as their melee reworks is going on right now. And I'd say the thing that's holding them back is they don't really think of the systems they make in a unified way. They're more often than not discrete, and they're not really connected. Jesus. Alright. That was pretty crazy. He took a lot of damage, that guy.
Stay a while. Stay forever.
This guy's creepy, isn't he? Forever. Sounds like a bad Tinder date. Tinder date. Stay forever. Alright, that wasn't too tasteful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, yeah, so the selling points of this game for me, the movement, the combat, the lore. They could all be markedly improved on. This game is a pleasure to look at, but honestly, I mean, I don't know how to say this, but I don't think they really need to work on making this game look any better. It looks fucking fantastic. I'm not saying for them to stop doing that, but if they had to pick or choose like what to spend their time on, they really don't need to make this game look any better, at least in my taste. I wouldn't mind some like filters, like, hey, make this game look like it's cell shaded or something like that, like stylistic choices. Shit. Oh, wow. Almost lost the objective there. Our next question in this lens is, what pleasures are missing? Why? Can they be added? Pleasures. What pleasures are missing? Well, I guess that's different. If I said improved parkour is missing, that's kind of covered by the first question. So what is altogether missing from this game? Like, what is a pleasure as altogether missing from this game? Which is a good question. Now, pleasure can be taken any way. It can be taken so many ways. Alright, I guess the thing off the top of my head is, like I was hinting at before, a lot of problems with this game stem from the fact that it seems like they release a lot of changes and updates for this game, like on a regular basis. But too often, the systems they create are not connected together. So that goes to say a pleasure that's missing is the pleasure of knowing that you're playing a game that has a unified center, a unified whole that connects all the systems together in a cohesive way, kind of like a spider web with its center. And from that center, it touches everything else. And this game feels like it has multiple centers. And there are some strands of the spider web that touch with some centers, but not all of them. I hope that makes sense. I never profess to be an analogy master, but I hope that makes sense. What other pleasures are missing from this game? And yeah, to answer that question, can it be added? Yes, that what I said can definitely be added. Is it probably harder than it sounds? Probably. Probably. If it was that easy, especially with the rate this game has to update itself to like keep relevant, they probably would have chose to do that. I could see one of the designers or developers like, oh, why didn't we think of that? Oh, why didn't we just want to make systems that are all connected together and make sense? Why didn't we think of that? Like, of course they thought about that. It's just reality and what they have to work with and handling their scope and their deadlines and working it with everything else. It's a little bit different than what we probably imagine as gamers, you know? Oh, almost lost that one too. All right, where are the keys? I think we're good. Just need to get the keys for the more towers. I'm just trying to think. Like, all right, so a unified whole, a unified center. I don't actually know if that's a pleasure. The fashion frame, the customization aspect, like the appearance aspect, that could be added. And so far as if you want to make your frame look different, okay, you have the basic color palette, the coloring system, that's good. But they could add like players choosing what parts of their body or their warframes to color, what parts of their weapon, maybe by their own design, or just give us more options as far as what areas are colorable, which are not. And I don't know how hard this would be, but the question's not asking how hard it would be. It's just asking me what I think is missing. As far as the fashion frame goes, the customization part, the appearance, like instead of just being able to add stuff to our warframe to make it look different, I wish there was a way we could take away from the warframe so our fashion expressions aren't just always additive. I would like some subtractive options too. Like, alright, so I'm playing the Warframe Necros. I think you can see on the back of his helmet, or his head, there's like some white bars on the top. You know, what if there was an option to remove that? Wow. Did not think we were going to get to it in time. Holy shit. I thought for sure that was game over. Alright, here's the key. Sign key. Okay, and we got a new lens. Okay, that's good. That's good news. Alright, and this is lens 18, the lens of flow. Also, a little note, these lenses don't have to be read in order. I was even thinking about taking out the numbers, but with the little program I wrote to cycle through these, it just, including a number makes it easier for me to keep track of them in the code. So that's why I have them. I'm actually going to summon some Shadows of the Dead here. Okay. Almost failed that too. These are getting really close, man. These fucking defense objectives are getting really close to getting destroyed. And let me get this red key. And let's get to the red terminal. Jesus. Alright, we have demos coming already? Oh. I was gonna get to it in time anyway. I mean, I'm here to farm hexanon, so I guess it doesn't matter if they keep getting destroyed, but I would like to get the better rewards. I would be a little bit more salty about that defense target getting destroyed if I didn't start off the stream by allowing the same thing to happen, which I probably have less of an excuse than that guy did. So, alright, so I might as well stay. What is shooting me? What is shooting me here? Ooh, okay. Getting a little jury-eye there. Some Ben Stein. Yeah, I can mix like gunplay into my combat anytime I want. I'm just preferring to do more melee attacks than I usually do. I'm just in that type of mood. Yeah, but I could. Alright, I had to reload. But let me get to this lens here. Alright, lens of flow. First question, does the game have clear goals? If not, how to fix it? No, this game does not have clear goals. It does not have clear goals. Not at all. Not fucking at all. Like I was saying before to, I believe, ZX Wireless and Why Not Loaf, is that this game's new user experience is pretty abysmal. It gives you like the barest of like intro tutorial type of deals, and then it just kind of like sets you off on your own. And I mean, some players may love that, but and there is something to be said about that and how it adds to the game by having to go online and research it yourself. I'm not totally against that. I mean, Dark Souls is like that for me. But I don't know, man. I don't agree with Dark Souls' new user experience completely, and I definitely don't agree with Warframe's new user experience completely. Oh! I finally died. I don't know if I'm gonna get revived or not. Oh, are you serious? Come on, man. Yeah, I think it's time to go. I think it's time to go. Might be time to hit the dusty trails here. Alright, where's extraction? Towards the green. Yeah, it's just me here. It's time to go. Okay. Cool, I didn't have to go up a whole floor. And there's extraction point up here? Yeah, I think I just get more drops, more of the hexanon I'm looking for at multiple people. At least that's what it seems like. I'm right at the extraction point. I think I just saw some hexanon there. Alright, let's see how much I got. Definitely more than 8. What? How much more than 8? Oh, 340. Okay. So 340. So I actually may have all the hexanon I need. I didn't check to see how much all the weapons needed, but I might actually have most of what I need here. Let me get another drink of this, another swig of this soda. Oh. Alright, so let's build more of these. So what is that, Pullman? So I actually have enough to build this. I just would need another argon crystal. I don't know if I feel like going back to the void to do that. I don't know where I get the other. Is the sidearm also sold in the market? Let me check. Let me see the name of that. Huh. So where do I get the sidearm? That must be in the Excuse me. Alright, so that actually must be in the dojo then. Available in the dojo. I guess I could keep farming for hexanon. I could go to my dojo. It's just so plain. I stripped everything down. I'm proud of its structure. I don't know if I'm ready to show it off on stream though. To see if it's available there, like her wisp sidearm. All right. So if we're gonna keep farming disruption, if we keep doing disruption, because that's the name of the stream, that's the thumbnail. Gotta stick to it, right? Let me change up the weapon though. I want to see if I can do any better with named after a weapon in the manga Bleach, Ashiogi. I actually do not know how to pronounce this, so I'm not even gonna try. Alright, I'll make sure I have the right elements on here. Alright, Berserker. I'm gonna be fighting Purpose. What the hell am I doing here? Alright, Toxin and Viral? Okay, I guess I did, yeah, I guess this is a good build. Yeah, never mind. Alright, so I'll take this there. Love those. I love the new elemental effects on these weapons here. I want to try to lens. I don't know how it would perform, but the only way to find out is actually take it. So let's do it. So make sure I have vial acceleration on it, because without it, oh, it's such a pain in the ass. So what do we got here? Alright, we have vial on it. We got a bunch of munitions. Viral toxin, same thing. I have my Ashiogi, so I think that's good. And we have twin combat, which is also fine. Alright, so I started streaming around 7. I want to make it to at least 9. I gotta get a fan in here or something. It's a little bit... I don't know if it was all the excitement that Why Not really brought my way tonight, but I'm a little bit, still a little bit flustered. Still a little bit hot in the room here. I didn't switch it to solo, did I? No, I don't think I did.
Oh no! You've caught me! Me and my little partnership. Where's that lotus when you need her? Now, sniff.
Alright, I have other people in here.
See if you can find the cheese.
Find the cheese. What is this guy talking about? Alright, working good so far, but these are just the beginning enemies, so who knows. How did someone die already? Come on, man. Come on, dudes. How did someone die already? Oh, excuse me, I'm so gassy from that soda. Yeah, it's working out so far, I have to say. Alright, so let me find the Grey Tower. I completely forgot to keep reading from that lens. It happens. Alright, there we go. Yeah, lens is working out alright. It's working out alright. Alright. So first question, does the game have clear goals if not fix? Yeah, this game does not have clear goals. I did answer this before, I forgot I did. The fix is for Digital Extremes to start taking their user experience as seriously as they do their visuals. Wow, okay. I did not expect us to defeat it there. That's good that we did. Oh, this is nonsense. This is nonsense. Yeah, but let's say Warframe takes its visual presentation pretty seriously. And if they took their user experience as seriously as they do their visuals or their fashion updates or all that, that's the bottom line. How they could fix the first question, address the first question of this lens. Does this game have clear goals? It does not. It absolutely does not. And they do take things very seriously, and maybe those are things that ultimately bring in money and keep the company afloat. And who am I to say, hey, you should focus on something else that's been proven to work? I will admit my ignorance on that. I don't know. And that could be the case. But as far as this lens goes, yeah, they need to take their user experience seriously. Alright, next question. Are players' goals the same as intended? I'd say for the most part. For the most part. Because again, if it wasn't, I mean, I don't know. That's hard to say. Because I don't really know what the employees at DE really wanted the goals of Warframe to be, other than we want to make a game that we love and we're passionate about, and we want to keep the lights on and all that shit. I don't know. It's hard to say. So let me skip that and see if I can come back to it, because again, that's coming more from a game developer's point of view, and I don't have that. Next question: non-main goals detract too much from the main goals, or do the side missions detract too much from the main progression? I would say sometimes, and that's mostly because Warframe does not offer a clear pathway for players to follow. And that has a lot to do with user experience, right? But I do want to add this in here before... I do want to add this, right? So Warframe, its setting is supposed to represent a solar system, a whole solar system to explore. And if anyone, me, you, anyone watching this could explore the whole solar system, and let's say it was instead of just like empty planets, you know, there's these like, you know, cultures and people on them, their technologies and their history, it would feel like overwhelming at first, and maybe we wouldn't know where to go exactly. So I would say, if everything was taken to the extreme, like this is exactly where you need to go, and the path was like laid out explicitly, I think the game would suffer for that. So when I talk about new user experience, I'm more talking about, hey, these are the game's systems. This is how they work, and these are where to get the resources to enable these systems. This is where you go for that. As far as where to go, like outside of that, I'm more or less fine with Digital Extremes kind of leaving that vague, but not as much as they are leaving everything now. It's too much mystery. But do the main goals detract? Do the side goals detract too much from the main goals? Sometimes, because there's so many times when I was playing this game when I first started, I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. And if I was in absolute love with the movement system, I would have just gave up. I just would have flat out gave up. But I'm like, hey, I love just moving around in this game. I love the combat. And I think whatever DE may be accused of, right or wrong, they absolutely nailed the combat of this game. Like, what I'm doing right now, fucking so much fun. Like, so much fun. Yeah, and this is working out pretty well, this melee weapon. Have to say. Alright, what color is that? I don't know. Cyan? Alright, looks like it's up here. Where the hell's the Cyan key then? That's not the Cyan key, then I don't know what it is. Oh wait, is it the... Like, what was that all about? I don't know. Alright, looks like we didn't get to all the flow questions. We got a new one coming up here. Alright, this one is from Mark Woolswater. He's one of the lead designers for Magic the Gathering. And he says, understand what emotion your game is trying to evoke. Alright, so. Now this, again, my knowledge is not perfect. As far as like knowledge of Warframe. So I have to go by off what they said a lot. And they said that what they're trying to do with Warframe is sell the power fantasy of being a space ninja. So if I had to boil down what emotion Warframe is trying to instill for its players, it's empowerment. Warframe is about instilling empowerment within its users, within its players. And does Warframe succeed at that? Yes. And is Digital Extremes aware of that? Yes, they do. They do understand that. I don't think that is lost on them whatsoever. Now, what I gather from DE as developers, they have some idea of why they're successful, but not entirely. I would say mostly. You don't get to make a game that pulls in hundreds of millions of dollars a year by sheer accident. I mean, sure, it's possible, but is it likely? No, I think they wanted to make a game they always wanted to make, and it just so happened that resonated with enough people willing to lay down some cash for it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, they made what they were passionate about. But that doesn't mean they don't understand why their game's successful, or they don't have a clear picture of... Okay, let me focus a little bit more before we lose the mission. Okay, and that killed a Demolist. That's cool. That's good to know. Oh, shit is getting crazy in here. Oh, this shit is getting crazy. Oh my god. I had to do that because I was about to die. Alright, where's this Demolist at? Yeah, that definitely kills the Demolist. Nice to know. Very nice to know. Alright, where's the red terminal? That's what I want. Where's the red keep? Where's the red keep? To counter that though, like I said, I am sure at least DE has at least some idea of what emotion Warframe is trying to deliver, right? But I don't think they fully grasp, and maybe this just does not affect their bottom line as much, and maybe that's why they chronically miss the mark on endgame. But for players like myself that have spent a lot of time playing this game and want to keep playing it, that power fantasy that they were so keen on selling, that goes away when you are just so powerful that there's no challenge. Or the challenge, it disappears into nothingness. Now, right now, this is kind of challenging. I'm not just like having a complete cakewalk. I'm having to put some effort into this. And I do like this mode as a whole. I have problems with it. So to say no, there's no challenge of Warframe, that's a little bit dramatic. But that power fantasy, it starts to go away the more advanced into the game you get. And I'm sure that's true with most games, but yeah, I'm playing Warframe and I'm talking about Warframe. So that's kind of where I'm coming from there. All right. Took care of that guy. Lickety split. Lickety split. Yeah, lens works pretty well. It's been confirmed. It's been field tested. Lens works out pretty well on this mission type. God damn. And what was I saying though? Like, oh yeah. I wish Digital Extremes to place a higher priority on making sure that the power fantasy remains true for players that have done most of the intended goals in the game, have completed them, quote unquote veteran / endgame players. Because once we get to that point in the game, there's just not so much for us to do. And I don't like the response of like, well, if you don't like it, don't play it. Because that's just like so stupid. That is like, well, it's not so stupid by itself, right? But since it's such a common thing to say, it's like the Reddit thing to say. It's like, do you understand the concept of maybe liking something and wanting to see it improve? Like, you know things can be improved on, right? Like, can you imagine if that was a response towards everything? Oh, you don't like how the world is dealing with climate change? Well, just leave it. Just leave life. Just punch your ticket now. If you don't like it, just leave. Well, thank you. I was aware the concept of improvement has like fallen out of favor in the ripe old year of 2019. I didn't know that was obsolete. If something's not perfect from the get-go, then just give up on it, you know? It's so stupid. It generally comes across as very like narrow-minded. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, the mobs are strong. Or not strong, the spawns. They're relentless. Which is how I like it. That's how I prefer it. Well, let me find a key. It's like a sentient symbol over here or something. Oh no, those are, what you call it? Wisps. Things, whatever they are. Alright, where are these keys at? I don't see them on the map anywhere. Fuck. Alright, so I see a bunch of activity over here, so maybe they're over here? Not really sure. I mean, I'm just taking a guess. I don't really know. Alright, I'm starting to see keys now. Alright, they left. So is it just me? No, I am not leaving this. Too many enemies to kill. To leave at this point. Oh, did I just kill myself with my own lens? I think so. I can't even tell what's going on right now. Wow, this is intense, man. I really like this mission mode, man. Was not expecting that. Alright, my combo counter did not decay completely. That's good. Alright. Now let me get this. Try to head towards the red tower. I want to build up my combo meter though a little bit, so when those demolists do come, I can maiming strike them down in like 1 or 2. But 2, I'm thinking maybe 100. Alright, my Desecrate is still going good, good. Alright, I think I can start making my way towards the red tower. By the time the Demolisk starts coming, I should be at 100. If this guy kills me first though. Alright, now I'm at 100. For sure. Alright, where's the red tower at? Where'd it go? I have 2 red keys, but no red tower now. Okay. What the hell just happened? I hope this is it. Okay, I found it. Alright, here to Demolist. It's coming. Okay, that wasn't so bad. 15 endo, that's kind of lame though. I don't know if that's what I got, but that's what I looked at on the screen as the reward came out, so not too sure. Alright, I think that might be it. I think I'm gonna call it quits. Because I honestly don't know how much more hexanon I need. Between the double resource booster and farming for 2 hours, I think I'm right at the point. I'm not gonna need any more. What I need to farm right now is how to get the hell out of this level. What's with this camera angle for LV? I don't get it. It's weird. Alright, got a bunch of relics. Hexanon, yeah, I'm right near the point where I think I'm good on this now. Alright, let me make sure. Let's see how much I have now. So I have 754 out of 350 that I need. I can't imagine that the sidearm that needs hexanon takes more than the primary. And if it takes at least as much as the Fulman, that'd be 700 altogether. And I have 54 more than that. And I don't think there's anything else that needs hexanon at the moment. Excuse me. Burpee McPurperson. Alright, so I could build this. I could start building this at what, 7 a.m. tomorrow? I don't know if I'll be up at that time. Can't wait to get her though. Definitely be playing her soon. Alright. Let me open up OBS here. We go into chat mode. Ooh, I have to fix that spacing for this lens. It's a little bit smaller. The display space cannot actually hold it all, but that's okay, I guess. I need to rework this all together. Maybe make the citation film, maybe make the area a little bit smaller. I'm not really sure. Come up with some kind of solution for it though. Looks kind of sloppy. Anyways, unless anyone watching has any requests for me to do in Warframe, I think I might be closing out. So what I like to do at the end of every stream is I like to give a shout out for everyone that has stopped by. You either gave me a follow or acknowledged, or not acknowledged. I give a shout out to anyone that let me know they were here. Obviously I cannot give a shout out to any lurkers, because I don't know they're there, other than saying like, hey, if you're lurking, I appreciate the viewership anyway. So, let me start that process. Tsukage, if you're still there, thank you for stopping by. And Tsukage's been watching my streams since pretty much the beginning, so definitely always appreciate his company. Hope he gets his sleeping schedule back on track. He's been staying up late, trying to do some art projects. I definitely know how that is. Why not Wheatley from Mixer? Thank you so much for the second raid / hosting, whatever you do, and you just bring like a huge influx of people my way. That gets me all excited, and I'm not the best equipped to deal with, but I appreciate being overwhelmed every time, all the time. Why not Wheatley? Thank you so much for doing what you do. Definitely one of the nicer peoples I met online, or nicer people, nicer person. Mr. Why Not Wheatley, aka Why Not Loaf. Thank you for stopping by, and definitely thank you for helping contribute to a marriage that makes someone like Why Not Wheatley so happy as to reach out and do things like she's been doing for me. So I don't know, man. I just hope you two hope you two stay together for a good long time. Zeo224 on Mixer, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for suggesting to Why Not Wheatley for our rating / hosting me or overwhelming me again. Whatever the verbiage is proper. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the suggestions. All right. Let me make sure I got to everything. ZX Wireless, thank you for stopping by, giving me some commentary, and you also threw me a follower. I mean, a follow. Thank you for the follow. And Why Not Loaf, also thank you for the follow as well. There's Sakage again telling everyone to chill out. That didn't work out too well. ZX Wireless. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I got everyone. ZX Wireless is the last person to have said something. So I think that's about it. So again, unless anyone has any requests for something for me to do specifically in Warframe, I think I'm going to call it a night. I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. So I was streaming for about 4.5 hours this morning, and this is going to be 2.5 tonight. So I usually take the days off in between to think about what I'm going to do for my next stream. And I'm actually going to start producing video content because I've had 2 months of just having my YouTube streams up there, like my stream archives. And while I'm experiencing some growth, it's definitely not fast enough to really try to do something with it, unless we're talking about like me making YouTube videos until the day I die, and maybe, just maybe, on my last day of life on this earth, I break 100 views. So I definitely got to experiment with what kind of content I'm putting up there. But anyways, so this is Lihim Shi. I'll be peacing out. Don't be afraid to follow me on social media. My name is Lihim Shi on Twitter, on Instagram, anywhere online. If you just Google Lihim Shi, that's me. That's fucking me. So don't be afraid to follow me on social media. It's more than welcome. And also, walls of text are welcome. I don't mind reading things people send me. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think I gave the shoutouts to the people I needed to give a shout out to. I definitely farmed enough hexanon to last me a good long while, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to address. No, I think that's it. Alright. And so anyone that may be lurking, anyone that comes across this on YouTube, I definitely thank you for your viewership. I do appreciate it. And if you are watching this on YouTube, try to stop by my streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Also, Sunday starting at noon. Alright, other than that, thank you everyone that has stopped by and may stop by. And this is Lihim Shi. Peace out. Alright, peace out, guys.